Hi, and welcome to How to Improve Science Performance Through Strategic Note-Taking.
Today's lecture is about safety in the science classroom and the importance of following the safety rules that I am going to lay out for you today. Science is a hands-on laboratory class. You will be doing many laboratory activities and experiments that require the use of chemicals and expensive equipment. You need to know safety in the science classroom is the #1 priority. I didn't mean to, or it isn't my fault are two statements that have no place in the lab. If someone is hurt or equipment is broken, these statements cannot undo the harm. Horseplay will not be tolerated. If it occurs, those involved will be removed from the lab and given a 0 for the assignment. Lack of pre-lab preparation is the main threat to safety in our lab. If you and your group are unprepared, you will be unsure of yourself, waste time, and have a good chance of making a mistake that leads to a problem. Write this down. The most common cause of laboratory accidents is broken glass. At the beginning of each lab, you will be given a chance to ask questions. If you are unsure of some of the procedures, then is the time to ask. Always pay close attention to any verbal instructions given to you at this time. To ensure a safe science classroom, a list of rules have been developed for you. These rules or guidelines must be followed at all times. Remember these rules. Be responsible at all times. You must follow all instructions carefully. Do not play with lab equipment. Food, drink, and gum are not allowed in science class. You should never eat or drink anything in a lab. Keep your lab area clean of clutter. Notify the teacher immediately of any accidents or unsafe conditions. And finally, wash your hands with soap and water after all experiments. Besides these safety rules, there are 6 safety symbols that you need to know. The first safety symbol is eye protection. Always wear goggles when working with chemicals, flames, or heating devices. Keep these goggles on at all times. If a chemical gets in your eyes, flush in water for 15 minutes and notify the teacher immediately. The second safety symbol is sharp objects. When using knives or other sharp objects, always walk with the points facing down. Always cut away from your fingers and body. And remember, sharp objects are not a toy. The third safety symbol is electrical safety. Do not place a cord where someone can trip over it. Never use electricity around water. And unplug all equipment before leaving the room. The fourth safety symbol is heating safety. Never reach across a flame. Tie back hair and loose clothing when working with open flames. Never look into a container you are heating. Heated metals and glasses usually look cool. Use tongs or gloves to handle. And never leave a heated source unattended. The fifth safety symbol is chemical safety. Read all labels twice before removing a chemical from a container. Never touch, taste, or smell a chemical unless instructed by a teacher to do so. And transfer chemicals carefully using 2 hands. The sixth and final safety symbol is hand safety. If a chemical spills in your hands, notify the teacher immediately and rinse with water for 15 minutes. Always carry glass carefully and remember to wash your hands thoroughly after all lab experiments. Now let's see how well you know your safety science rules. Here is a picture of a lab experiment gone bad. Can you find all 6 things wrong with this picture? Let's see how you did. The answers are: the student had no goggles on, the sharp knife was near the edge of the table, the container had broken glass, chemicals near the edge of the table were unsafe and could fall, wet cord being plugged into an outlet, and no lab coat or safety gloves on. Finally, let's review. Safety in the science classroom is the #1 priority. The most common cause of laboratory accidents is broken glass. You must be responsible at all times. You must follow all instructions carefully. Do not play with lab equipment. Food, drink, and gum are not allowed in the science class. You should never eat or drink anything in a lab. Keep your lab area clean of clutter. Notify the teacher immediately of any accidents or unsafe conditions, and wash your hands with soap and water after all science experiments. You need to also remember the 6 safety symbols: eye protection, sharp objects, electrical safety, heating safety, chemical safety, and hand safety. That concludes chemical safety.